There is a strong likelihood that about half of this video will just be me making Omegaverse jokes. That's it. That's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda, watching Swell Entertainment, and today we are talking about the plufl, the human dog bed. I tried it so you don't have to. Why? Because of course I did. There's a variety of reasons of what goes into me choosing products. This one just kind of fit all of the boxes. It went pretty viral on TikTok. It's a little absurd. It got some money from Shark Tank, and I think the title, A $500 Human Dog Bed, will do well. But really quick, let me take a second to tell you about the sponsor for today's video, AdamandEve.com. Whether you're single or in a relationship, AdamandEve.com has a wide selection of products to help make your night a happy one. They have 24/7 customer care, discreet shipping, and 90 days no hassle returns. If you go to AdamandEve.com and use code SWELL, you'll get 50% off one item and free shipping to the US and Canada. Don't forget to use code SWELL, and thank you again to AdamandEve.com for sponsoring this video. So I did hear first of the plufl on TikTok. Now I heard about it for a good chunk of 2022. And I think there's a variety of reasons of why it was promoted to me. Mainly, I have a dog. It's talking about a dog bed. Ignore the human part. The algorithm may not even categorize that part. It's just focusing on dog bed because that's the easiest way for them to categorize it. Then there's also the fact that I engage with a lot of fandom and Tumblr content. Therefore, that leads to me getting Omegaverse content. I agree, that's alarming. And so that's probably why it started getting shown to me, because there was a lot of videos making jokes about how this is just a gateway to Omegaverse content because a human dog bed is basically just a nest for Omegas. If you want to hear me talk about the Omegaverse, there is a video from 2021 where I do a full-on, not deep dive, I talk about as much as I could. In that video, I did the Omegaverse test where you can find out where you rank in the Omegaverse, and I got leader type Omega. So naturally, I'm super qualified to review a human dog bed to see if it would make an adequate nest. Especially considering I call my apartment, my overall style for this apartment, I refer to it as a dragon's den because I like soft and shiny things. Therefore, motherfucker, I am an Omega. One day I will have to pay for my crimes against humanity. Serious question, do we think the delivery man now thinks that I am a furry? I don't think it says human dog bed anywhere on this thing. This thing is massive, okay? So the plan, obviously, is to unbox and set it up and review that whole process. But then we're gonna sleep on this thing for about 3 nights. I thought about reviewing this thing for a full week, the way that I did the pillow cube. However, I am going to Vegas this weekend for my friend's birthday. And so obviously this is not going to come on the plane with me. I don't think they'll be chill with that. So we're going to do about 3 to 4 nights of sleep on this. I think it'll give us a pretty good answer of whether or not I am the leader type Omega that the Omegaverse quiz told me I was. So let's unbox the plufl, aka the human dog bed, and make a nest for me to sleep, featuring Hermes. So I got this in the Arctic Gray because I figured that it would look nicer. I don't know. When I ordered this, I think in December or in November, I don't remember. It took forever. It got to the point where I was like, maybe I'm making a different type of video where they don't deliver. Hi, I love you. It's not your dog bed. It's my dog bed. Even if I do like it, the likelihood of me sleeping on this thing for the foreseeable future is not great, honestly. Well, actually, I have no idea if I'm gonna want to sleep on this thing after the fact. A couple of people who have big dogs that this will probably work for, a rosy gift. It's not for you, it's too big for you. I already know that. Logically, I know that. So let's get it cracked open, shall we? Are you gonna let me up? Why use a knife when you can use a Celtic dagger? I'm kidding. Please use proper knife safety. This is a fake knife-ish. The box has a handle at the top, which I think is nice. Boom. Oh God, I'm really not looking forward to sleeping on this thing already. So here's the inside of the box. Right at the top, it says something that says extra stuff in a plufl bag. Welcome to the best nap of your life. So this is talking about naps, not actual full-time sleep. So that tells me that they think there might be a lawsuit in there somewhere. The official guide on how to plufl. It's this. Oh gosh. What if I just filmed this whole video like, so the proper way to set up a nest for your Omega. This is a guide for how to help your Omega have the best heat possible and help them set up an adequate nest. Oh dear God. I feel like I'm on a watch list or something. Okay, this is the cover, Arctic Gray. Open and let content sit for 24 hours. So can I not even sleep on it tonight? Okay. What if I just put you in the box? What would you do then, Hermes? Open and let content sit for 24 hours. Again, I live in a studio apartment. Okay, I think these are the bolsters, right? They look like they'd be the bolsters. Okay. Are these the bolsters? Hermes? Oh gosh. Okay, so this is a bolster. Hermes, you can. Okay, Hermes, let go. This thing is gonna be freaking massive. Okay, so I'm supposed to fluff it before inserting it. Do I want to do 24 hours? For assembly's purpose, we're gonna wait an hour, but this is also fluffing up very well so far, so I think it's fine. So what if this was hot pink, like one of those worms? And I had like one of those worm thingies. Proper way to fluff a pillow. It's not gonna help it fluff up just because it sits for 24 hours because, I mean, sure, some of this fluffing is like, obviously been sealed for a bit too long, but I mean, it wasn't. We'll lay these out on my bed for like an hour or so and we'll see where they're at. We'll do the mat as well. And then we'll put it, Hermes, stop. He's not allowed on my bed, so they should be safe from him there. I need you to stop. I love you. We will play in 5 minutes. Let me get this done. No. Okay. There's, oh. Parkour. Hi, let's do the mat. This is the one that probably needs to sit a little longer. Okay, so it's not that big. I'm 5'2", so you can see fully. Okay, my feet are at the end. Okay, I think I'll fit. I think I fit pretty well. So this is a memory foam. So it probably does need to expand a little more because it looks like it's supposed to go to this size. It's not quite there yet. So nothing is mine in this apartment.
I know that's together.
Hermes. Stop.
Ooh, that's fun. Settle down. How about
the rooms. You're always in the holiday.
Thank you, Bubs. Thank you. Okay. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, so I'm entirely in it. My knees are bent. I don't know how I'm gonna... You can make it in. I know you can. Jump. 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 Good boy. Hi. Hello. Is this really where I'm sleeping tonight? Hi. I love you so much. I guess I'm sleeping in this. I don't know how. I'm 5'2". I may not need a pillow on this. I may just go like this and sleep like this. Hi, Hermes. Oh God, it is like a dog bed. It's $500. I wasn't kidding. It was $4.99. So I made my order fucking November? No wonder I thought it wasn't gonna come. November 10th is when I placed the order. November 16th is when I got an update. Hey Amanda, we just wanted to pop by and provide you with a quick update on your puffle. We are still on track for your order to arrive mid-January. We have already started the production for all orders and production should be finished by mid-December. We're working throughout the holidays to make sure all orders get shipped. We'll make sure to be providing close updates on your order. Thank you so much for your support, yada, yada, yada. Yuki and Noah, best friends and Plufl co-founders. I love that you stick best friends in there. That's funny. When I talk about like shipping orders, delays, all these issues, what they did is exactly what the bare minimum of what I request. Here's what's happening. Here's the estimated timeline. We will update you if there's changes. I sent me the original email with that information. And then when they realized how many they actually had to go through, they sent me another one to be like, you should get it on this day, but you know, there might be delays because there are so many. I should not have to harass you for information about my order. And Plufl did exactly what I think you should do. I'm about to go to bed. It's a little after 11. And yeah, here's my nest. This is what we're working with. I just literally took my bedspread from my bed. Yes, my sheet is also green. It matches the couch. But anyways, gonna snuggle in and go to bed. I'm gonna try with no pillow tonight because I don't think there's space for a pillow and I'm already gonna have my feet hanging off. So we should be good. I was able to plug my phone charger in. So We're doing good. Okay. All tucked in. This feels weird. Hermes does not know how to feel. I don't know if you can see him. He's just out of the light. I can tell that he thinks something is wrong because I'm sleeping on the floor and not in my bed. But I'm technically closer to him. Can I try and sleep? And I will see you in the morning. Good morning. It's a little before 7. Hermes woke me up quite a bit last night. I think because I'm in a new spot and he's not sure how to handle it. It's right here. Usually in the morning he wants to come out of his pen area and like just snuggle or be around me a little closer before we go on our morning walk. And he doesn't want to sleep in this thing, which I think is interesting. My neck doesn't hurt. It's a little stiff, but not bad stiff. Just like, you know, when you sleep in a new position. The bottom mat is fairly comfortable. I haven't gotten up yet, so I don't know how it's gonna feel the rest of my body yet. But there were a couple of times where I reoriented myself because I was like, okay, I'm in a ball. I crunched into a ball. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. There was an earthquake like early this morning. I felt it. I woke up. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was in this thing. And I was like, oh, cool. This would be a very weird way to die in an earthquake, is in a giant human dog bed. I'm fine. Hermes is fine. Nothing fell over. Yeah, I was like, this would be super awkward. Like, what's my family gonna think if they like find my body in a nest? Before the plufl founders ended up here, best friends and co-founders ended up on Shark Tank. Like I said, they ended up on TikTok, and they also had Indiegogo and Kickstarter campaigns. Here's their Kickstarter campaigns. plufl, the dog bed for humans. The plufl offers an unparalleled napping environment designed to alleviate stress and anxiety. What you're gonna see in my footage, I slept on this thing for 3 nights, okay? I did not use this for nap time. Mainly because though I can take naps, I'm not a massive napper unless I really am like, I need a nap. And usually it's not a choice. I just fall asleep somewhere. I am self-employed. I keep going. If I start taking naps, I'll never stop taking naps, okay? So I figured, let's sleep on this thing. Let's see how it goes. plufl is a premium napping bed engineered to provide the optimal napping experience. It is created to maximize comfort and foster a sense of security, delivering relief for those who have ADHD, stress, and anxiety-related issues. A nap in the plufl will boost your mood and have you feeling refreshed. Whether you're napping, reading, working, or watching TV, the plufl offers continuous comfort and relaxation. The features include a thick pillow border for offers to tuck their hands and feet into, an orthopedic memory foam that provides ample support, and soft, luxurious faux fur that is calming to the touch. Yeah, see, the colors here on this look way nicer than what ended up being advertised. I get the things that are like prototypes are not going to be the actual finished example, but like, I mean, this one looks kind of the same to the one I got, I would say. Even this one, it looks like cheap is not the word. It just doesn't look appealing to like have in your home, which I mean, if it's something this large, you can't just hide it, you know? It's something that you would have out. So why not have it look the best that it possibly can? Hi. So I took Hermes for a walk and I noticed that I'm a side sleeper. But in that thing, I threw on my bed because I don't like having things on my floor all the time. I slept on this side, but this hip is very tight feeling. Like it's a little sore, which I'm not liking that. My guess is that I, in my sleep, like wedged my knee up like against the side of it, because sometimes I sprawl out. So my guess is it's that. Not a fun feeling. Hi, it's a little after 11:30. I just got back from my acting class and I'm so tired. So very tired. So last night, or this morning, not yesterday morning, I put this thing on my bed because I didn't want things on the floor because I just don't like having stuff just on my floor, on my rug. So I was like, okay, on the bed's a good spot for it. And I kind of wanted to just leave it here because also I'm a face in the door sleeper. Anxiety gang rise up. So sleeping on the ground facing my window last night with my head facing the door, I think that kind of messed with my sleep a little bit. So we're going to sleep in this thing on the bed. And also this will help me flip the side that I'm sleeping on so I can sleep facing the door, but also I'll be sleeping on the other hip. So we'll see if that helps. My hip still has been in pain all day. It just feels tight. I shouldn't say pain, just uncomfortable. So that's fun and exciting. So we'll see if that changes if I switch up how I sleep tonight. Hi. So I know it's dark and it's a little hard to see me, but I am in the plufl. It doesn't feel any different than like when I was on my floor because the memory foam is fairly thick. So I would say that like it's a fairly good memory foam, at least base, because I don't really feel any different from like when I was sleeping on the floor. You would think that it would feel like a little more sunken because I'm on a mattress and the mattress that I have is just an IKEA mattress. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay. See you in the morning. Bye. Hello. Oh my god. My hips feel better. This is good. That's what we want. Because we don't want pain. My neck feels a little weird, but not like, not painful again. It's like stiff again, So you usually don't have that problem. So I just think it's the angle. I don't like it that much. All right. Well, we got one more night in this thing before my trip tomorrow. So see you in a few hours, I guess. Or in a day. I don't know. I need coffee. Did plufl get a deal on Shark Tank? Fans are not convinced to pay $3.99 for dog beds for humans. The founders came in the tank with an offer of $2 million for a 10% stake in the company. I'm sorry. I'm assuming they're saying 200,000 because I highly doubt they asked for 2,020,000. Oh, thank God. Okay, they really need to fix their typo here. Ooh. Yeah, $200,000. Oh my God. Okay, I was gonna say y'all are doing some hard drugs if you're thinking you're getting 2 million. But anyways, 200,000 for a 10% stake in the company. When the Sharks found the idea interesting, not all of them were convinced enough to want to invest in plufl. Yuki and Noah got lucky as Sharks Lori Grainer and Mark Cuban decided to join hands and gave them a deal stating $200,000 for a 20% stake. Although plufl got the deal on Shark Tank, fans remained unconvinced about the product. They felt that the price of buying dog beds for humans was too high. Viewers were surprised when Yuki and Noah mentioned that the giant beds cost $399. They don't. They cost almost $500. They felt the price was extremely high and added that the bed would also take up too much space. Agreed. Here's how fans reacted to the product. $399, I'll continue to take naps on the couch. You can buy another couch for that price. $400. A dog bed better provide a happy ending for that price. I'm assuming one of the Sharks raised the price because production cost got higher up then. That's my guess of why they raised the price another $100. Idea to make a human-sized dog bed came to Noah when he was looking for a comfortable place to take a nap in college. He then saw a giant dog sleeping peacefully in its dog bed and thought of making a similar product for humans. Just admit that you wanted to nest. You want to be an omega and you want to make a nest. All right, last night we're sleeping on this goddamn thing. I'm just gonna leave it up here. It's easier. I think I slept better last night because I didn't, worry about the door subconsciously because I'm crazy. So yeah, last night of this. Then I'm flying out tomorrow. 3-day review. I wasn't expecting this thing to revolutionize my sleep. I know I'm logically not actually an omega. Hermes is still judging me, by the way. He was passed out. Good morning. It's like 5:30 a.m. Hermes woke me up. I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. I will say, as much as this thing kind of hurts my shoulder blades and my back, I don't know what it is, because I always sleep on my side. But it's just, I don't know if the memory foam was too firm. So this happened when I slept on the floor as well. But laying like this, like being on my phone, like draped over the front, I know you can't see me, but like draped over the front, like loop, the bump, pretty comfy. Overall, in conclusion, do I need the plufl? No. Do I think you need the plufl? No. I live in a studio apartment. I only have so much space here. I don't think I need the plufl. I'm trying to find one of my friends who actually has a giant dog and actually lives in like a home to take the dog bed from me. However, I think if they switch the marketing, they can do better. Because you know what this whole thing is making me think of? What's not a cult but feels like a cult product that we talked about in 2020. The Nugget Couch. That's right. We are going way back in time to the Nugget Couch. So for those of you who don't know what a Nugget Couch is, a Nugget Couch is pieces of foam covered in like a felt sleeve that comes in like a bunch of different sizes that you can kind of build and make shelves out of and forts and stuff for kids. And it's advertised to parents with children. Now, the thing is that, and there was like this whole cult following around it. And there was also all these parents who were obsessed with it because they liked having sex on it. And there was this whole Facebook group called Nugget After Dark who loved having sex on their children's furniture. I'm not judging, and I did a whole video on this. My job is weird. When I started doing a digging into the Nugget Couch, I found that originally the founders of the Nugget Couch were originally designing it because they had friends who slept on futons in college, and they were like, what's about a better futon? So they designed the Nugget Couch to be a better futon, and were originally selling it to college kids. However, they realized that over time, parents really liked it for kids, and so they actually started doing the shapes and things like that to make it more of like a kid-friendly thing. Okay, so the Nugget Couch became mainly advertised to parents with small children. I think that this could also follow that same path and probably be much more successful. For parents with children who have, say, a playroom, who say have issues with nap time, things like that. Now, obviously there is the pocket underneath. I don't know if I actually showed you guys the pocket, but you'll see it in the end clip that I'm gonna use because I had to transport this through my apartment to put it in my storage unit. I happened to bump into like all of my neighbors while doing it. There's like a pocket. It kind of goes in a little bit, which is where you can like kind of snuggle your feet in. You can hold on to a little bit, that type of thing. And in that, I think that there would be an issue for children, obviously, potentially falling asleep under that, maybe accidentally suffocating, things like that. So there's probably going to need to be less of an actual pocket. You'll have to make it just like a literal dog bed, less of a pocket and more like a, like just a straight, like connected loop, which would probably be better for assembly as well, honestly. But I think that there is an avenue here where you advertise this to parents with young children. There's a better way to advertise this versus the human dog bed. Like this is like the dog bed for your kids, because pets are the new kids, right? And then plants are the new pets. Hermes is a toddler. He's in like the terrible twos right now. He's coming up on it. Going insane. He also hated the dog bed. I don't know why he hated it. He genuinely was like, I'm gonna fight this thing when it was here. When it was on my bed, he's already not allowed on my bed, so it worked out a little better. But on the floor, he was like, arr. He doesn't have dog beds. Hermes says every dog bed I've ever bought Hermes, he has destroyed. So the trainers that I've taken him to were like, okay, then he doesn't get an actual dog bed. That's just how it works. And so though he likes sleeping on the floor, he also does like sleeping on an old pillow of mine that has like its own pillowcase on it and all of that. It's the only bed thing that he has not destroyed. So why would I need a dog bed when he doesn't even need a dog bed? You know, like I think there's a marketing gap here. And I think once you guys get over that gap, I think advertising this to like students and all of that, I think is a mistake. And I think once you start advertising this to parents with young children, you'll see way more upgrades. There are always going to be people having children, is my point. It may not be at the same rates that like we need to replenish the workforce and all of that. But that's also not my problem right now because I am currently in the workforce. I will worry about that down the line. But my point with you guys, if you see this, is I think if you advertise this to parents with young children, it'll be much better performing and you will get way less agitation from it. Side note, on the note of nugget couches, I bought my friend Erin one when she had her kid. I was like, I am sending you guys a nugget couch. Is this weird? And she was like, no, and they love it. So it's great. I just think if you guys advertise to parents with children, you will perform way better. Also, kids love playing dogs. They love playing dogs. Oh my God, kids love playing cats, guinea pigs, making forts. Kids love making forts. This is like the fort base layer. Why are you not advertising to parents with children? Okay, anyways, I'm moving forward. I just think it's like, well, let's fix the marketing and you guys will, I think, perform insanely well. Anyways, that's really going to be it. Do I think you need a plufl? No. Do you have children? I think they would love it, especially parents with children who have like a playroom or something. I think this would do really well. You know, kids love falling asleep in weird spots. Imagine they're like playing in their plufl and then, you know, pass out. Sorry, not like... You know, that's I'm mixing up my sound effects, but like you get my point. I think if you have children, this is a better move for you, but obviously maybe older children because of that pocket. You may want to do slightly older children and not super young, but then I mean, I don't know. Do beds have pockets? If a kid can have a pillow, then I think a kid can have a plufl. Okay, let me put it that way. If a kid can have a pillow and you trust your child with a pillow, they can probably have a plufl. Anyways, that's really going to be it. What do you think? Do you want a plufl? Do you think that this is an Omegaverse nesting video joke? Do you think that I'm right and that they should be advertising to parents with small children? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I have a podcast, the Swell Podcast. Reminder, I have merch like this mug, and I'm sure I will make some form of Omegaverse joke on here for the t-shirt design for this video. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting my Patreon. If you'd also like to support my Patreon, that'll be listed down below. Like to let me know social media. That'll be up here, and that's going to be it. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. Instead of my usual quippy outro, I'm just going to show you guys some of the clips of me trying to take the plufl to my storage unit and running into every single one of my neighbors in the process. Yeah, it comes apart. Yeah. Thank you. I have to move. together with an actual dog. I look like a giant roly-poly. Thank you, Andrew, Alan, Cameron, Christopher, Chris, Crispy, Crashby, She, Tana, Journey, Dawn, Donnie, Elliot, Evan, Eric, Eyal, Hopeless, Homer, Incognito, Isaiah, Zachary, James, Joe, John, Jordan, Joseph, Kenny, Kim, Kristen, Lamb, Lex, Lisa, Luis, Mae West, Madeline, Matt, Matt O, Matthew, Meme Lord, Michael, Mia, Michael J, Michael T, Micah, Nathaniel, Nocturnal, Kat, Penn, Richard, Rob, Red, Robert, Ross, Ryan, Sam, Serena, Ciara, Skylar, Simon, Tasha, Timothy, Heavenly, Plastic, Tenzin, Tom, Thomas, Qwerty, Randy, Wendy, William, Winter, Will, Zendry, Zwink.